Hello and welcome. Hello and welcome to another very special vintage cube draft. I was not ready for that, as you can tell.
I just found out that Discord does little soundboard.
Yep. We are the model of professionalism here, but I guess we're also just streaming ourselves playing video games. Anyways, Luis has joined us again. Thank you very much for joining us. He helped guide us to a nice 3-0 victory. Maybe he can stick around for the actual gameplay if Magic Online is working, but welcome, Luis.
We'll see if I'm invited today.
Invited? I said you were available anytime. But let's join a draft queue. Oh, it's kicking off right away here and see what we open. All right, Luis. I see a Solitude, an Inti, and a Dak Faden, I guess. Are those the top three cards?
Yeah, I would say Zoom is number 4. But okay. I agree with your top 3. Also in that order, honestly. Solitude's an amazing card. I think it would be kind of crazy to take anything but Solitude. But Inti has really gone up in my estimation.
Yeah. Is it as good as Gut?
Honestly, I think Inti might be better. So Gut is kind of an interesting case because that's been one of the most talked about cards. Mm-hmm. I think Gut is really good, but you do need to have a couple things go right, which does mean the floor on it is pretty low. If you don't have a way to attack or a good thing to sack, Gut is just terrible. It doesn't generate anything by itself. But when you do go like turn 1 Thraben Inspector, turn 2, maybe a Plateau Thraben Inspector, attack, sack, the game's just over. So
yeah, no, that makes sense. Whereas Inti, you just put Inti in your aggro deck and it's always going to be good, right?
Yeah, Inti. The other thing is like Inti costs 2 mana and they're comparable. So I'll just take the 2 mana card instead of the 3 mana card. I actually do think it does kind of boil down to that.
Yeah. All right. Pack number 2 has, in my eyes, I see a Prismatic Vista and a Preordain as kind of the top 2 considerations. Is there anything else here that you're looking at?
No, I mean, if you were like dead set on playing mono white, you could take Thraben Inspector here. But
second pick Thraben Inspector.
I don't think I would recommend that. Honestly, I think you could take either Vista or Preordain. I think Preordain is a really, really strong card. Like I always take it when someone passes it to me. If you want a guide on how to draft blue-white, I did a draft video where you were passing to me, I think. Oh, is that true? Oh, yeah, you definitely were. And I drafted the ultimate blue-white Cheon's deck. But
I cannot believe that happened. He did the draft. He drafted the ultimate blue-white deck. He 3-0'd, and I mean, it's just not good. Anyways.
Like I set it up.
Yeah. You will have already probably seen that video by then. All right. We're starting off nice though. You don't have to twist my arm to just start a draft with blue and white cards. And here, I know your eye just goes straight to the corner, right? It's right above us. It's the Lion's Eye Diamond. But are you also looking at Path to Exile, Echo Vion's Arid Mesa?
Definitely. And as much as I am a fiend for Lion's Eye Diamond, I love it. It's a little sad that Echo's in the same pack because you're probably not going to get it back. I would still just take Path. Like, you've got such a good start to blue-white control. I don't think Lion's Eye goes very well with Solitude at all. Like, they're not really compatible. You can play them in the same deck, of course, but they're not really the same thing. And Path is just a fantastic removal spell. I think blue-white Cheon's actually is the way I would go here.
Blue-white Cheon's on the menu.
I mean, look, had you taken Prismatic Vista, you could then take Arid Mesa and try to draft red-white or something. But I would just take Path and note that Sword of the Meek might wheel.
Yeah. Question on Shorakai. What are your thoughts on that card?
If that one comes back around, I think there's a decent chance you might want it. It's like a JMD Tome kind of effect. Like you get value and you make 1/1s. I actually think the card is okay. It's a little expensive.
So I guess I don't have to move my mouse, right?
Yeah. I mean, Remand is perfect. Getting a 4th pick Remand makes me really happy that you took Preordain too.
Yeah.
So I think Remand beats Marshflots at this point in time.
Sure. And then we've had plenty of decks where we have a blue-white base and then you pick up some Triumphs. Perhaps this Leyline Binding could see some play, right?
Yeah, by the time we see this pack again, if Binding's still there, we'll have a better idea whether Binding makes the cut.
All right. Great start here. I'm liking it. Blue and white cards. What about this pack? This pack stinks.
Here, which honestly seems fine. Like, the other cards you could take are like Uro if you end up in Bant, and Uro is good for this kind of strategy. There's Trinket Mage if you're lucky enough to open some power. That's about it, really. Like I don't see a reason to take anything else, but I would definitely just take Mage. I like it.
All right. This is see now we're just kind of on autopilot here, but going into this next pack we have Portable Hole, Blade Splicer, and Upheaval as notable blue and white cards, and then I guess Itali as a cool reanimation target, but it doesn't look like we're quite there right now.
No, and I honestly think I would just take the cheapest card once again. You're really not set up for Upheaval. Like, if you don't get a ton of big mana cards, Upheaval just doesn't do that much. The way I look at Upheaval is it's kind of like a 10-drop. It's a 10-drop that wins you the game when you cast it. You have to get to 8 to 10 mana. And Portable Hole is perfect for the strategy. It also deals with Mox's Talisman, Sylvan Library, all these annoying little permanents.
Yeah, I played a match where my Mana Crypt got Portable Hole all 3 games that I played it. So
yeah,
I am happy to play that card. And here we have not a whole lot for us. There's an Unexpectedly Absent, which is an okay removal spell, and then a Batter Skull if I hope to maybe spec on it to get a Stoneforge later.
Yeah, I would say it's kind of day 2 of a Grand Prix with also Unexpectedly Absent, but I don't know if it's unexpected.
Do you have a list of cards, and you're like, all right, when this card comes up, I can take another shot at Paul?
No. I just do it on the fly.
Oh, just do it on the fly? Yeah, like the air horn. All right. Would you take the Unexpectedly Absent?
Oh, yeah. I actually really like that card. I think it's super powerful. The main drawback is it costs double white, but that does not look like a problem the direction you're going.
Yeah.
The reason I like Unexpectedly Absent so much is that it deals with anything, and you can also put a card back on top and make them redraw a talisman in a close game when they don't have any cards in hand.
Okay, Luis. There's a breach in the pack. There's a breach in the pack. I know this. There's a Council's Judgment, which is a perfectly great removal spell in this blue-white style control deck. Do you take the breach?
No, I wouldn't. Honestly, I would more likely take Lurrus over breach. I think Lurrus is insane. I actually would just take Lurrus.
Just take the Lurrus and then just play it, because we probably want to play the Solitude, right?
Oh, and then a specific dual land wield, which is awesome.
Why is it specific, Luis?
Well, there's just a lot of names for this particular.
There's a lot of names for this card.
Well, actually, part of the reason I also want to take the Lurrus balls, it's a really fun draft experience. It's also really powerful. I would operate under the assumption that the Solitude is no longer going to be a card.
Sure.
I mean,
all right.
We'll have to see what happens. I definitely take the duel here, but Lurrus is one of my favorite decks to draft.
Wow.
3-bit Inspector Wield, amazing.
And are we just taking this, and then we might be shifting into maybe a potentially a blue-white tempo-y deck with Lurrus?
Now that you have this Lurrus, I would expect you to be 3 or 4 colors, maybe even 5. Probably not 5 given this point in the draft, but something like Esper with a bunch of low drops, it is a good place to be.
Do you take the Lantern here then over the Mentor?
Yeah, I would take the Lantern here. Lantern's a pretty good sideboard card, and it's also a good combo with Lurrus.
Well, that's why I brought it up, because I know Mentor is just a solid card to play as well.
Having Lurrus start in your opening hand every single game as your companion is just so unbelievably good. I would actually take Outland Liberator here.
Oh, okay. All right. Just no Vendilion Click. We are shifting gears now. We have a Lurrus.
Ooh, and we're going to nice thing.
It's just every time, Luis. I know you're not trolling. I know you're not trolling.
These are just the picks I would make. I have been really impressed with Lurrus. So you can take whatever here. Look, the thing about Vendilion Click, Figure is actually a nice pickup. The thing about Vendilion Click is I think Vendilion Click's actually on its way out here. It's kind of a mediocre card now.
Sure.
And
jeez.
Yeah, I mean, this pack's strong. Not that you were going to be in a great position to take Minsk and Boo regardless of the Lurrus.
Right. Is this just a Flooded Strand? I mean, I see a Smuggler's Copter here as well.
I would take Flooded Strand over Copter. It's an Esper land right now. I don't even know if you're going to play these green cards or not, but yeah. I think that you can kind of keep it somewhere where you're taking a look. The other thing, they're Lurrus Companion. If the right cards show up, not be, but it's so strong that it's worth giving up a couple. And right now, you really only have to give up Solitude. Who cares about this place?
All right, Flooded Strand, it is here.
All right, I'm excited to see where this goes.
So am I, because now Lurrus has added a little wrinkle here to how this draft could potentially end up here.
The draft got nice and wrinkly.
Gosh, I don't know why that just sounds off. All right, going into this pack, we can't take the Shark Typhoon. It is a permanent. Do you take Lingering Souls?
Yeah, Lingering Souls is great. You could also consider Concealing Curtains, but I think Lingering Souls is a stronger card because you also look like you might be blue-white. maybe you can flashback souls off a land or two. If you get the lands for it, these green cards are very strong, but I just see how the draft develops.
All right. And here, ooh, that's Lele and Otharia are great red cards, but we're not going to take them. Do you just take Cathar Commando out of this pack? It's great with Lurrus, it seems.
I love Cathar Commando to begin with. It's just a really efficient, strong card. It's got flash. You can leave your mana up. It trades with all sorts of permanents. It's got a big attack, so it can just attack planeswalkers. And as you mentioned, with Lurrus, it's actually really strong.
All right. Going deep on the Lurrus here. And besides, if I was just drafting a typical blue-white control deck anyways, I mean, there aren't even that many options here for us. I guess Grim Monolith.
You can take Grim Monolith.
Yeah.
You're really not giving up that much for this Lurrus, and I think Lurrus is just one of the best cards in the cube.
Okay. All right. I'm in. Is this Pest Infestation?
It's close.
Or the best card in cube?
There's two cards I really like here, and you've identified them. Pest Infestation and Snuff Out. Pest Infestation is a stronger card, but you also just picked up Cathar Commando. You have Portable Hold. If you play green, you'll have Nishoba, the Outland Liberator. I'd kind of lean towards Snuff Out. You have a really good setup.
Yeah. Could use the removal for it as well. So, and okay. Yeah, no, I'm happy with the Snuff Out there as well.
Oh, this is a tough pick. There's two lands here that are busted for you because Heath is a 3-color land right now. Doesn't get blue yet, but you're playing maybe 4 colors, no red, so Heath would be perfect. But I don't think you can pass Karakas in the Lurrus deck.
Karakas Lurrus just seems so ridiculous.
You just put Lurrus into play and have Karakas on top, like they just lose. So they can't kill Lurrus, and Lurrus draws you an extra card every turn.
Yeah, I know. I'm in for it. A lot of cards I would be happy to get in this pack. There's a Dismember, a Loose Focus, and the Land here.
Fire Ice.
Yeah.
Depending on where you go, Season Hallowblade might end up being a card.
Oh, yeah? It's certainly a possibility. Walking Ballista, does that work with Lurrus?
Yeah, it's actually really good. So you can only cast it off Lurrus as a 2-cost card. You can play it as a 1/1.
Yeah.
But obviously you can just put it in your deck, and then you could. It's a way to get like a 6-drop into your Lurrus deck that still has synergy with Lurrus.
Would you take that over the Shattered Sanctum here?
I don't think Shattered Sanctum is the first land I'd take out of this pack.
Growth Chamber.
That might be a little greedy. I think Shattered Sanctum.
Are we like hoping we get a Fast Bond or something? A Hex Drinker maybe?
No, it's just a way to spend extra mana.
Sure.
But I was still thinking.
All right. And do you like Figure of Destiny in this deck? It seems, I don't know, it feels like the mana might be tough.
I mean, look, all your fixing lands produce white. So
that is true. Okay, there's a breeding pool. That's interesting, isn't it? There's also Hangerback Walker. It's another thing you can do with Lurrus. I think Hangerback is worse than the Ballista, though.
Oh, not even close. Yeah. I think that the cards you really want to look at here are Breeding Pool, Prismatic Ending, and Gaia's Cradle. And I think the Cradle's probably Breeding Pool looks like it'd be pretty good. Because look, if you get to play Outland Liberator and Nishoba Brawler, like that's actually huge upside. If Brawler's a 2-mana 4/3 trample, that rate is good enough.
All right, yeah, I'm happy with the Breeding Pool. It's just a 5-color special every time we play with Luis. I'm gonna maybe sneak these back in here. And I guess a Kasali Pride Mage, potentially.
Yeah, I'm looking at that in Dig Through Time. Dig Through Time can be pretty good in these Lurrus decks. I might just take that because you have Cathar Commando and Outland Liberator, which are kind of the same Pride Mage.
Yeah.
Dig, obviously with Lurrus, you just
it's not great.
Have to worry about what you a little bit.
Yeah.
But you're ideally going to end up with 2 or maybe even 3 fetch lands if you're lucky. You have Preordain. You have these cards that go in the graveyard. It's a really good way to win a long game. No. Noble Hierarch. I love Noble Hierarch in these decks. Okay,
so we are, because by going Noble Hierarch, we are saying that we want to be a base green deck now, potentially, over the adversary.
Right now, you can be like a base man playing Lingering Souls and stuff out.
Yeah.
I think that would be a fun way to go. And I think it's worth specking on that over Intrepid Adversary.
Okay.
The Terra Sunder is good too, but it doesn't really make sense to me to take Terra Sunder. If you're going to put that card in your deck, take the Noble and play that card instead.
All right. So now we are shifting gears and maybe playing the Noble Hierarch. We'll see where our mana base takes us. What do you like out of this pack? Do you just take Firebolt if we get red fixing?
You could do that. You could also take Weathered Wayfarer. It's not the worst card.
Karakas?
You've got a combo with Fetch Land too. If you go like turn on Weathered Wayfarer, turn 2 Fetch Land, go. They play their second land. You crack Fetch and response Wayfarer.
Okay. This one maybe, but we'll put it. Yeah, this costs 3, so we can't take this one. I guess we.
This deck is a card you could consider. It's a lot worse than Noble. So
significantly
worse.
On it,
but
DRC?
Yeah, just take the Usher.
All right.
They're both pretty good, and I don't know that you're going to necessarily play Usher, but you've got, and look, now you've got a Hallow Blade. You have the chance to maybe just go white, too.
Just like a white aggro strategy?
Yeah, I mean, I think, like...
We did. I mean, there is a Figure of Destiny here.
Yeah.
So, okay. All right, so our mana is not quite as good as it was in that last draft, so we're going to have to make sure we keep an eye out for that if we want to play all these spells, but
there you go. You just open a fetch land.
Yeah, this does seem like a nice setup. Yep, we opened a fetch land and not much else, right? I mean, I know you really like Spell Pierce as a card.
I would slam the Spell Pierce if the fetch land wasn't here, but you have to take the fetch land.
All right, so this Wooded Foothills gets us, what, green, red, and blue currently?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wooded Foothills it is. Oh, there's a Misty here. We could have had Breach and Brain Freeze. I'm just throwing it out there. Oh, wait, what am I saying? I
would probably take Mock Sapphire over 50 Rainforest.
Oh, really? Tell me more. Tell me more. Look, I don't know. My eyes went straight to the fetch land, and I looked at the pack one more time, and I was like, oh, wait, there's a Mock.
I love what you're thinking, because that's kind of how you should feel about fetch lands, but yeah, Mock Sapphire still Mock Sapphire.
Fetch land's good. Not as good as Mock Sapphire. All right, let's slide that one into our deck. Oh, can't take Palace Jailer, sadly. Do you like Glimmer Lens?
I think it's a playable card in like a mono white deck or like a white red aggro deck.
Do you take Ignoble Hierarch?
Stoked about this here. What did you ask if I take Ignoble Hierarch?
Ignoble Hierarch.
I take Mystic Confluence.
I need to figure out a way to. I don't think I need to figure out a way how to filter that out, but I don't think I'm smart enough to do it on the fly. You would take the Mystic Confluence here? Okay.
I mean, you just pick up a Mox.
Yeah.
You have a Noble already.
All right.
You got pretty late, to be honest. And Mystic Confluence is a really, really busted
And we don't
I
have.
think the blue cards are good enough.
Yeah. But we don't have to be base green either.
No, I mean, you picked up a Wooded Foothills, though. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see where this takes us.
So here's a pretty big choice. Do you want Delighted Halfling or Daze?
And we don't need the Godless Shrine, right? Because we have a Scrubland?
Yeah, I don't think so. And you're not playing very many black cards at this point either.
Right. We just had the Snuff Out and the Flashback here on the Souls.
I would kind of lean towards just taking Delighted Halfling. The elves are just so powerful. And you have two fetches in a duel that can go get green. Like, they also both fix your mana a bit. And you'll have a third elf here. Like, elves and Lurrus is a really good combo.
All right. Let's go green-white here, I guess. What are your thoughts on Containment Priest?
It's a pretty good card. I mean, it helps kind of shore up your matchup against Reanimator, which is one of the better decks.
Yeah.
You also have a Soul Guide Lantern. Alternatively, you could take like a Tarmogoyf. Like, that card also hits pretty hard. But Tarmogoyf comes back a decent.
Yeah, I think I like the Containment Priest.
Yeah, I just like Containment Priest too. So
yeah. All right.
No issue there.
And maybe just a land here. I just feel like this might be an opportunity for fixing. Although Ether Spellbomb plus Lurrus is pretty nice.
It is, but like you're doing fine on Lurrus. I like the instinct of just taking a land. I bet Secret is better than Celestial Sanctuary for you here, though. This deck does.
I feel like I want to curve out with this deck, Luis.
You should. I'm saying you should take the Secret first.
Okay.
Saying, I kind of like the idea of bounce lands. Oh, this is an interesting pack.
There's a Hallow Fountain and a Indatha Triome.
Because if you take the Triome, Wooded Foothills turns into white mana and black mana. Flooded Strand turns Squall's already green, I guess. And it's a white-green-black source.
So it adds green to Flooded Strand.
It adds black to... No, Flooded Strand actually does all these things already. It just helps Wooded Foothills mostly.
Okay. Would you take the Triome here, or do you take the Hallow Fountain? I kind of leaning towards the Fountain, but...
Yeah, I actually am too. I was initially on the Triumph side, but
all right.
I think Hallowed Fountain is going to be good here.
I'm just going to take all the lands here at this point. Oh, or do I take Malcolm? Although, do I have it? I think I'm good on playables, but...
You're going to be fine on playables either way. The question is...
Do I need the black? Do I need the black here?
The problem is it doesn't fix Snuff Out.
Yeah, that's true. Malcolm is a pretty decent card.
Yeah, I would take Malcolm, I think. It's also nice with Lurrus. You just got a card to replay it, like if you have...
Sure.
You don't have anything in your graveyard yet.
Here I take the Thicket for sure, right?
Thicket is really nice.
Yeah.
It would be
Okay.
nice if you got a card for Wooded Foothills. I can't really remember if there was a duel that was good.
There might have been a triome. There might have been a triome. But what are we looking at here? There's 9 lands and a Mox. Oh, Brain Freeze Table, the disrespect.
I mean, this is a great Scholar deck.
Yeah. As long as the mana works out, then it will be great. It'll work out. You just have faith. Okay.
Oh, Seal of Removal is great with Lurrus.
Okay, so you like that over the Shield's Edict here?
Yeah, because I think.
Oh, we're splashing black kind of too.
The amount of black you have, like Scholar might not be, although Godless Shrine goes a long way.
Yeah.
All right, this Wooded Foothills is just going to be a blue-green land, but that's okay.
I'm not taking Wild Nakata, Luis.
No. You don't even have any red.
Table.
There it is. There it is.
Do we play it?
I mean, I think so. Look, you've got Lurrus, Ballista, Time, Mystic Confluence. You have reasons to want a lot of mana.
I have a Weathered Wayfarer.
Yeah. I mean, it is kind of a combo, but I don't think you would want to do that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I want to just lay this out. I think the deck is certainly sweet, and that's a great thing about Lurrus is it makes you draft very different than how you normally would, and it just leads to a different gameplay pattern, which I really like. Is this card playable?
I mean, yeah, you can consider it. I don't know. We've got some cuts to make.
All right.
It would have been nice to pick up another duel or two.
I'm gonna keep these in. I'm keeping these all in. It's they're being kept in. Okay. Anyways, let's build a deck, Luis. Oh my gosh. All right. So
I mean, this looks like a lot of the Lurrus decks I draft. You end up like 4 colors. You got blue for like card drawn counters. You got a bunch of cheap threats, but you're not really an aggro deck as much as you're trying to like pass and bolt their artifacts without remand their thing and then just kill them with your idiots. You're like a mid-range deck.
Yep. Do we have enough disruption? I feel like typically these decks tend to have a lot of disruption.
Yeah, I mean, you're doing pretty good, especially, I'm assuming you're going to get to play the Scholar, which is a very good card for the deck. Certainly look at cutting Figure of Destiny.
Yep.
Yeah, and I like the Wayfinder getting cut too.
Okay, so these are our ones. We probably want to cut one more card here.
Yeah, I mean, Lurrus is also a deck where I don't even mind playing like 18 mana sources or 19 mana sources.
We do have 3 mana creatures.
But you have the mana dorks. Yeah, you don't really need to do that.
But you would go 17 lands into 3 mana dorks?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Or 16 lands the Mox.
Okay, so there's this thing, which is
I
just
like that one.
You like that? We have a lot of 2-drops, so I thought maybe. Okay, what about? Okay, I'm gonna just start picking up.
Worse.
Okay, you think Hallowblade's worse?
Yeah, I mean the Brawler is going to be a 4/3 a lot of the time, and even if it's just a 3/3, 3/3 trample's not terrible. You also don't really care about it dying when you're a Lurrus deck, so you'd rather just have the thing that hits a little harder.
And what about Dig Through Time?
Dig, you have 2 fetches. You have Preordained Path, Remand. I would try to play Dig if you can. It's one of the ways that you prevent yourself from flooding out.
Yeah, and just without even adding an island, we have 7 blue sources here. And then we have Noble Hierarch too. So casting it does not seem to be a problem.
I think your mana is actually going to be pretty good. Like, I do think you get to play Celestial Sanctuary.
Okay. Well, let's... all right, so let's try this here for now. And then let's combine, and then let's just figure out the colors here. Let's just jam all of these in here. And then we have room for 4 lands.
Yeah, you'd like two forests is probably fine.
All right, 2 forests.
Like 2/1/1 might be good. You have 10 white already. Yeah, you might maybe just play a swamp instead of a planestorm.
All right. This is the deck,
you also
folks.
have a seal removal, so you can go like Sculler, Seal It, and Response. Because it's still one of the old templated cards.
Oh yeah, the trigger on this deck. Whenever somebody plays those ETB effects, I always check just to make sure. Yeah. For example, like cards like the Deep Cavern Bat doesn't work that way.
Yeah, they've since fixed the templating where there's no just timing stupidity, but
right. All right, thoughts on the deck? That you were gonna say something nice.
I did. That was a clap.
You didn't say anything. You pressed a button.
Well,
and it was just a clapping sound.
I mean, isn't the point of computers where you press a button so it does things to carry well? In this case, it was me.
Yeah, but people want to hear your voice, not the sound of claps.
It was one of those polite golf claps to indicate that it wasn't the best deck, but it was still a pretty good, a pretty good try. But
Okay, well, the match started. Okay, Luis. All right, so they definitely go on the screen because we're doing the screen capture, and when Luis hits the, let's play some Magic. Let's play some Magic.
That sounds like a great plan.
All right, so there's a Lurrus there. We can pop it out. All right, and what do we have? We have a pretty solid hand. Let's get this.
I mean, you've got a ballista to kill. Like if they play a one drop or something, you could probably ballista it. Probably worth shocking to play the Soul Guide.
Yeah, I'm just thinking which land. We have a Tide Hollow Sculler, so probably want maybe the
either Hallowed Fountain or Shrine. Probably Hallowed Fountain because you have a lot of blue cards.
Right.
I just kind of don't like exposing Caracas yet.
Sure, to like Wasteland or
Part of it is
Stripline.
like you've got a Malcolm that you're going to play, and you kind of want to play Malcolm without having Caracas in play unless it's going to be untapped because they might wait on killing the Malcolm, then all of a sudden you play Caracas and it's too late.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
I mean, against Island Go, it might be right to just main phase a Malcolm. I don't know. What do you think?
Oh, just because they can have the 2 mana?
Yeah, there's no counterspell that can hit Malcolm right now. If you wait, they might have like Mana Leak or something up.
Right, so then if I main phase it, do I just not care about the Caracas and just... Or, no, you still like holding the Caracas, right?
It kind of depends what you think your turn 3 is going to be, but yeah, my guess is I would just Godless Shrine or Breeding Pool. I guess I don't know which one, and then just Malcolm, and then you could just pass, and next turn go Caracas attack or something like that.
Yeah, and then Ballista or something.
Yeah, and soon we'll get this Sanctuary into play.
It's great. When I first started coming back to playing cubedraft, I didn't even know this had Flash, so I'm just playing it the way that I thought it read the first time.
Dude, but look, here by not playing Caracas, maybe they don't kill this with like some kind of Infernal Grasp sort of thing. Or they just Sorcery Speed. Just max punish, you know.
Yeah, just the 1 mana Sorcery Speed removal spell, no big deal. What do you like? Do you like just Ballista Sanctuary?
Yeah, you could also just put Lurrus into your hand.
Could do that. Man, this is a shocking start here.
Well, if you're putting Lurrus in, maybe you can Caracas then at that point. I don't know. It kind of depends what you think the next turn is going to be.
I'm in for just Lurrus. Let's go.
Because you can then, next turn, you can shock and play Lurrus with Caracas up, but if they leave mana up, maybe play Ballista and Liberator set up for a Lurrus the next turn.
Ooh.
That's annoying.
That could be problematic. Unless...
Any snuff outs?
A little late to the party there.
Yeah, but it's still you can still play 2 things this turn. Seems pretty reasonable. You can see how screwed you are, I guess.
Well, we can prevent them from casting a spell here, hopefully. Force of Will, boom, make a 5/5.
Force of Will, Haumph.
At least we have the Liberator? There was a pause, so maybe they do. No. Oh, geez. Okay, so... Well, I think we're taking this Turok. They can cast it next turn.
Yeah, man. That leaves them with the Brainstorm. But I guess their hand is... if they don't Brainstorm, they could get Brainstorm locked here. Yeah, maybe you just take... Yeah, you definitely just take Turok.
All right.
Soul Guide might be good here. It looks like they're trying to do some shenanigans.
Some shenanigans, yeah. I agree with that. What did they have again? They had Brainstorm and Faithless Looting. Okay. I guess we can just play the Liberator here.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. We have dealt 4 damage to ourselves, or 6 damage to ourselves even.
Caracas, if you can keep it up, is also good against like a Breach Ulamog. Once we get to that point.
All right, so let's
It'd be
pop
nice
out
if they
their
didn't
hand.
draw red before casting Brainstorm, because then they see fewer cards this way.
Yeah, or maybe not a fetch land. So what do you? So I see blue and black. There's red here as well. So they could easily have stuff like Through the Breach, Sneak Attack, Shallow Grave.
Thinking of all those cards. The looting points to like the Shallow Grave stuff. Ulamog points to Sneak and Breach.
Okay. Whiff on the Brainstorm.
I mean, if they don't draw a shuffle effect or a red source, this Brainstorm could leave them in pretty bad shape. Let's see.
Although we could still just die to this Seed Shark. Oh no, they found the fetch!
What if they found a shuffle?
Wouldn't be good for us. Well,
Yeah, you might get screwed by Seed Shark and its brood, depending on what else they have to cast here.
yeah, yeah.
Talon Liberator helps. Also, like Lurrus has lifelink and lets you recycle Liberator. I don't know, you might be able to beat it.
Yeah, we might be able to grind it. Would have felt a little better if some of these didn't destroy our life total. But
Yes, being at 6 more life would have been nice, but what are you going to do? It's just kind of
yeah.
the deck you drafted.
Yep, we drafted 4 colors. Ooh.
That's nice. You can...
In response to the fetch?
For the fetch, yeah.
Do you do it for 0 in response to the fetch? I guess they can choose not to find with the fetch.
They have to search, so they shuffle no matter what. Okay. So the question is, because of that, do you just play Ballista for 1 then, and then play Sanctuary?
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Yeah, I like...
Okay, so...
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't return Paraka for Sanctuary because of that Turok. I'm scared.
Yeah.
Seems like bouncing Breeding Pool is going to be your best bet.
Yeah, there's not... And we have the green already, so... All right.
I'd be hard-pressed to imagine they're not going to shuffle here, so yeah.
Don't daze me.
That'd be sick, yeah. And next turn, like the turn after this one, well, I guess this is the turn they're hitting 5 mana. So if they have Breach, you're going to get Breach. But
Yeah.
oh, they didn't have a red, or they really want to double look.
Yep. And now we don't really know what their hand is.
Yeah. Hang the light. What is going on?
Ah.
Now you're getting hemmed. Right.
Okay. So, question. I can Ballista them with the trigger on the stack, right? So he doesn't turn it into a 4-3 or whatever?
It's a great play.
I just asking. Right.
No, I was saying it's a great play.
I can never tell. I can never tell.
Celestia Sanctuary giving you a 1/3 chance of not
losing to Lurrus.
What a powerful
Too bad I can't draw a card here.
No, I know. I guess they want a triple black. That's what they want. They maybe already found red.
Yeah. All right, so let's just shoot this now.
You can technically see what they discarded because it then triggers, but
Oh, yeah, you're right.
not Breeding Pool. Reverse, come on, baby.
Come on, Breeding Pool Sculler! Oh, the Sanctuary! Let's go!
Oh, that Sanctuary, protecting the Lurrus, giving the Lurrus Sanctuary, and then letting you go Lurrus, recast a thing for and leave mana up.
Oh
Amazing.
my gosh, that's incredible. Oh, hey, even a land's not bad here.
No, land's great. See, this is why, no jokes, I thought about having a bounce land in your Lurrus deck was actually fine. It's just the deck's so mana hungry.
Yeah, so now I can go, what, Lurrus Tide Hollow Sculler?
Yeah, leave Karakas up to protect Lurrus.
Oh, man.
Oof. This is the Lurrus deck we dreamed of.
This is the Lurrus deck of your dreams. All right, let's go.
I mean, this is it. Like, you can just put a lot of 1-for-1 cards in your cube deck, and then when you're done casting a bunch of 1-for-1s, you go Lurrus, replay something, and the game kind of ends.
Yeah. Totally.
Obviously, here we got lucky to dodge the him, but, is what it is.
Animate Dead. Animate Dead does not... Well, I guess they can target our graveyard, and then we'd have to Lantern ourselves. But
well, you also have the Outland Liberator, so you can kill... if they play Animate Dead,
Yeah. So would you just take Faithless Looting because it draws them into something?
It just shows them a bunch of new cards.
Yeah. All right.
Because Animate Dead is not very good here, so if they have looting, they're going to go loot, discard Animate Dead Swamp, and if they miss, flash it back. They're doing some random combo stuff. This feels like a pretty good way to go about things.
That's an interaction I missed, by the way. The Animate Dead Necromancy interaction with a way to disenchant it right away. My opponent flashed in Necromancy to target my Atali, and I had a Boseiju in my hand, and I just didn't realize that I could fizzle it by just killing it while it's on the stack. But.
Yeah, Russell and I talked about that on LR as an example of what not to do, actually.
Of what not to do. I will make a lot of those mistakes over the next few weeks, but learning as I go.
Also, if they don't play a spell, your Outland Liberator flips kills their thing when it attacks.
Little extra value.
not a bad card.
Yeah, no, I've liked it. I always liked playing like one copy of this in basically all my mid range decks, like the Cathar Commando, just any disenchant effects, especially in the Vintage Cube.
There we go. It's flipped. Oh, dig through time.
We don't have double blue, but
no, we will though. Actually, the game's probably going to end before we get to that point.
Yeah. So I just attack.
Yeah, you can just attack. You also have Malcolm, so even if they did something mid-combat, you could flash in Malcolm.
Oh, it's not sorcery speed? Okay, it's just your turn.
Yeah,
I
it's
see.
your turn.
And then I'm thinking just Ballista maybe here?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. So you said I can only play it for one?
Yeah.
Okay.
It even says X can't be good.
Okay. All right, that was great. It feels like that was exactly how a Lurrus deck should be operating, right?
Oh yeah, I mean that was like textbook the way I want my Lurrus deck to play out.
All right, I don't have a sideboard really. I guess this could be playable because they have no creatures.
One of the kind of effects of Lurrus is because you take land early, you end up with not much of a sideboard, but I think that's fine. You could consider Wayfarer on the draw. It's stronger on the draw in general. How good is like Portable Hole? It hits Animate Dead. That's about it.
It hits Turok? No, it doesn't hit Turok. It says Pearl White. I mean, I could see playing it over the Portable Hole, sure.
Oh, I was thinking the Weather Wayfarer.
Oh, the Weather Wayfarer. I thought you meant the Wayfinder.
Yeah, I guess they sound pretty
similar. This also gets you a little bit of value, right? Just by hitting them?
They both get you value. Maybe you could... Is there something else you want to take out?
I don't know. There's like a Brawler, but I think you like the Brawler.
I do kind of like the Brawler. Seal of Removal seems fine against an enemy deck. Like, imagine they're trying to Theta Breach, Gulmog, or Emrakul. You just have a Seal of Removal in play.
Yeah, our deck's actually pretty well set against what they're trying to do.
Yeah, and the Disenchants are also not bad.
Yeah. All right.
We also have Path, too.
Yeah, we have Snuff Out. Well, I guess Snuff Out doesn't.
You can take out Usher of the Fallen. You can also take out Dig Through Time, depending on if you think like, you've got enough value engines.
Yeah, I think that's fine. All right, game number 2.
Oh, Weathered Wayfarer.
Weathered Wayfarer on the draw. Let's go.
Turn 1 Wayfarer. Turn 2 Activate. Get Celestia Sanctuary. Actually, it's probably get Cross.
You know, it just hasn't changed, Luis. When we were in college, Luis would always just say this nonsense, just like the sweetest like corner case situations, and then they would happen, and then he would be like, "See."
Well, okay, I've talked about this before on the podcast, but part of I think why I see some of the kind of weird plays I make is I spend a lot of time in my life just thinking about weird.
You definitely do.
Look, it is what it is. I'm at least harnessing it towards something somewhat useful.
No, I agree. I mean, if you live, breathe, and sleep Magic, you're gonna, oh no, we drew the best card in our deck. All right.
Fine. We can still go get Caracas.
Yeah, that's fine.
Look, turn 1 Wayfarer, turn 2 go get Caracas, play Assure of the Fallen, or you could get a Godless Shrine actually, or Scrubland, I guess would be better. I don't know.
Scrubland.
My inclination is to get Caracas because it's like kind of busted. Oh,
yeah.
Weather Wayfarer, I'm going to just dumpster their counterspell hand. I mean, you got to admit, Weather Wayfarer's looking pretty hot.
It is. And this was just kind of a throwaway pick at the end because I've never put this in my deck before. So
look, part of the tiny edges is knowing when the bad cards are good. Because there's a lot of cards that are like that where most decks won't want them or most situations are not good. But when they are good, they're good.
Yeah.
Like the Celestia Sanctuary that I think most people would try to put in their deck. Oh, that's probably even better.
Yeah. So I can still fetch for the
yeah.
Would you get a Caracas here, or Godless Shrine? Oh wait, I can get Blooming Marsh.
Yeah, but you don't really need another green land. You don't have to play the land.
That's true.
I would either get Caracas or Scrubland.
All right.
It's kind of up to you.
I'm in for...
Get Caracas. It's actually so much better. I just thought about the fact that they're like trying to put Woolmogs into play somehow.
Oh yeah, that's true. We'll just get it next turn.
Do it next turn, but
yeah.
What if they like deluge or something? I don't know. I think I'd just rather have Caracas. It is close though. Like obviously, if you draw Tide Hollow Spiller or Snuff Out, you'd be happy you got stuff.
Oh my gosh, are they literally playing Deluge here? Come on, just don't. Okay.
Oh, no.
Don't do this to us. I mean, probably killing that thing, right?
I mean, if they don't use the
Use it.
counters, if they just pass, yeah, you get to use
I
Weather
can use
Wayfarer
the Weather
and-
Wayfarer still. No, Luis. Okay.
I'm a little less excited about the prospect of killing the Penta Prism now.
Yeah. I think we're just on probably we could probably double spell here. We can go like
Yeah,
what?
what it might be good to do is go like Outland Liberator and just pass with Alpha mana up.
Yeah. Oh, and I can do it with the halfling.
Yeah, it's uncounterable too. And it also leaves mana up for Liberator, so if they like, I don't know, play that stupid Deluge or something, you could Liberator their Prism, but I guess at that point they just use Prism.
Yep. And if you don't do anything, it's a freebie.
Yeah. They're going to have to play something.
And we drew the Godless Shrine.
Yeah, who's to say which way would have worked out better?
All right. Knight's Whisper is good.
Yeah, like on balance, I think you're kind of happy that that's how they spent 2 mana on their turn.
Right. Yeah, they could.
They're about to be under a pretty good amount of pressure.
Yeah,
we haven't even tapped into the yet. Also, now that we know they've got a bunch of hand disruption, at least one and probably more, you kind of want to slow roll the Lurrus a little bit.
Yep. Ooh, that's pretty good.
That is annoying.
Okay.
I would probably make it uncounterable in the future.
Oh. Okay. Learning how to use the new cards. Yeah.
One of my opponents did a legend with that in play, but go on turn 2, didn't tap it for like uncounterable mana. I just
yeah, I should know better. I mean, like I've used Cavern of Souls before. It's important.
I mean, is it crazy to consider attacking with both?
Chump attacking and then ballistaing it down?
That shark is just going to mess you up.
All right.
Alternately, you could just go like Lingering Souls, but I kind of
I kind of like getting this off the board too.
Yeah. I'm just kind of scared of this card.
We're a Lurrus deck, Luis. We'll be fine.
Yeah, all your creatures are so small. Oh, you can get a loot here. Nice.
I can loot away this Godless Shrine potentially.
If you wanted, you could loot away Lingering Souls, but I actually think that looting away. Well, with looting away Godless Shrine, you kind of want to play Godless Shrine this turn so you can get an Usher to play too.
That's fair. Yeah.
Maybe discard the Deep Root.
Sure. Then let's play this untap. Play around Days.
Smart.
And then Ballista for 2.
Yeah, you're a Lurrus deck. You can throw away cards.
Just 2 for 1 ourselves. This Sea Shark, every time I've seen it played against me, I'm just like, uh-oh. I need to do something.
Yeah. There are some decks that don't care too much about it because it is like
Combo.
a little slow. But the thing is, in games where it's going to be slow, it's still a 2/4.
Yeah. It's just a great body. It's just a 3-mana 2/4 flyer that if they untap and you're just trying to play like a mid-range strategy, you're just going to lose.
I mean, Seed Shark +4 is so hard to beat.
All right, so shields down.
Yeah, I mean, not even shields down. We don't have any shields anymore. We've kind of used all our stuff.
That's true. So if they threw the Breach us or whatever, we might be able to survive an Ulamog attack.
Yeah, we wouldn't be favored, but they would go down to 1 card in hand. We would go to 6 life, and we'd lose like Usher and 3 land.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you're gonna get clicked now. Oh.
Okay.
Every time they stop on draw, step, that's I assume what's happening.
Yeah. So we have. I guess I just attack with these 2 because I don't know what I'm going to draw off the looter.
Yeah, I mean, at the very end, you have like discard island and then cast flashlight, play sanctuary.
Right.
Yeah. But I guess it might be better to use Usher as a flashback Lingering Souls.
Oh, yeah. I think we can just pitch this island.
Yeah, because you're going to have a land to play next turn too, because the busted land in your hand.
With the busted land in my hand. Isn't my busted land in play? All right. Okay. Just don't play a Wrath.
Yeah, it seems way better to use Usher, right?
Okay.
Just because, like, if they do have a wrath, then you have follow-up. You're one token down, but getting a free token instead of paying for two seems kind of nice.
Yeah, and we don't. It's not like we have lethal next turn, so. All right.
All right. I mean,
this is a board. End of turn
high tide? What?
Through end of turn through the breach? No.
Shark Typhoon?
Shark Typhoon for 4?
Oh.
Wait, why didn't they do that when I attacked? Did they have a time walk?
I mean, you have 2 flying tokens. They also high-tided to give their shark +2/+2, basically. No, +1/+1. Yeah, I can't say I know really what was going on there. Their deck did seem a little unfocused.
All right, fair enough.
I think Lurrus Companion is like one of my highest win rate strategies.
Sweet. Then I am happy that that's what we have. Ooh, this hand. Turn 1 half.
No black yet, but anytime you lead with a turn 1 mana dork, it just feels so good.
Yeah. Although I guess we can't play the Sculler, but
I mean, depending on what you play against, you might just go. Now that you see Swamp, you're less likely to.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say you could go turn 1 halfling, turn 2 put Lurrus in your hand.
Yep.
I always hate when they duress and you have one spell they hit.
Right? It's like just miss.
It could have been a miss, you know?
Yeah. Very close, very close. So I mean, we're playing against a black deck. I think we probably just want to play out our creatures first.
Yeah, I would imagine that's the case.
Yeah.
And against Delta, you even get to like pass with mana up and then return commando.
Oh.
You could also just color them if you wanted to.
Seems reasonable.
Yeah.
Wait, do you like the flash aspect better?
No, I think I would just color them.
Yeah.
There is like a thought of putting Lurrus in hand because it's just more mana efficient, but I think coloring them is fine.
All right, loose focus, miscalculation, remand. World champion.
No, that's good. I'd rather have that happen. I don't think you care too much about the master right here.
Oh, geez. Wait, they didn't have a red mana to get?
No, maybe you just take Spellseeker.
Yeah, because... Okay. Do you bash here?
Yeah, offer to trade, I think. I don't care about your stupid... All right, I mean, their hand is not... Like, are you playing with the same deck? Like, Grixis cards?
Who knows?
This one looks a little more like tempo control based. The other
yeah. They're playing like removal spells and such. No.
That's annoying.
Yeah.
You immediately draw red.
Right off the top.
And they're probably gonna ice you. No, maybe not.
Nope.
Ugh, stop drawing forest, man.
Yep, that is unfortunate. There's nothing really worth, and they have.
I would just put Lurrus in hand. You know they don't have hand structure.
Yeah.
Like in their hand, at least.
Right.
And if they tap out for Spellseeker, you can then just like Lurrus and Tide Hollow. Well, the problem is you have Fire Ice still. Caracas would be the next draw. One thing that this deck is actually missing, but I try to have in the Lurrus decks, is I like one way to get Lurrus back. So that when you played Lurrus, played a card, they kill Lurrus, and you're like, unearned.
Ay.
Why do they have Spellseeker? They just draw Ancestral immediately. What the hell?
Oh my gosh. Okay. All right.
This is what more of like what my opponents always do than yours, honestly.
Oh my gosh. Really? You're just complaining about stuff? How many... you had a string of like 3 or 4 videos in a row where you had a Black Lotus in every single one of those videos.
Yeah, that did happen. But that was just making up for all the times I didn't have it.
Oh, right.
It's not nothing.
I mean, do we just jam Lurrus? It's got an extra layer of protection, but they did play Recall.
And they left up Spellseeker, or they could have played Spellseeker and they didn't.
Right.
I'm kind of tempted to play a non-Caracas land and just play like attack and pass.
Yeah. No, I'm in for that. Just run out the commando.
Yeah.
They could have played this too.
I mean, they can't counterspell Lurrus because you have delighted halfling, but it's a lot nicer to go next turn Lurrus Sculler.
Yep.
Have Caracas.
Yeah, I agree.
They just left all this mana up. You could have wasted their mana, which is nice. It almost made Ancestral like a 4-mana draw through, which is still obviously good in a turn where they have.
We turned Ancestral into a Concentrate. Still good, but
yeah, they didn't get as big of an edge as they would have otherwise. It's not like they terribly.
What if these are the 3 cheap spells in their deck? Maybe Spellseeker doesn't do anything.
They can't even get Fire Ice.
Hymn to Turok?
Yeah, it looks like.
This feels like a Hymn to Turok.
I think if they him you, don't play the Commando.
We don't play the Commando, right? Yeah, we got to play the numbers here. We got to dodge him.
And it looks like it's going to be him. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, do not hit Lurrus and Karakas.
Forest, baby.
Forest! Oh no! All right, this one might be tough, folks. We were banking pretty heavily on Lurrus. But I get you on the Lurrus part. There's what, Savine's Reclamation, Unearth, something like that, right?
Animate Dead is disgusting in these decks because you can also play it off.
Yeah, for sure. Well,
wow, we're just dead. They have 4 cards in their hand. We have nothing, and Cathar Commander just got bricked by Spellseeker.
Okay,
yeah,
look.
I mean, I guess maybe with Delighted Halfling playing Lurrus last turn was better. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean that was the other consideration. I just thought that because they saw her hand, I thought they were setting up for a removal, end of turn removal, untap removal to kill Lurrus because we're kind of all in on that. Oh no, that doesn't even work. That doesn't even work because we just bounced it.
No, it would have been better to play that Lurrus. I was on the same page with you, but
yeah. Oh well.
I think given the Delighted Halfling, that changes things a bit.
Yeah.
But also, it was a little strange they didn't play it last turn anyway.
Right, they could have done that, played the turn previous. Yeah.
Well, they could have Spellseeker. They couldn't have himmed yet. But I guess if they were going to get him, they didn't want us to know.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
That's fair. All right, fire down.
Also, I mean, this game you colored down, they immediately drew red, and then the turn after they drew Ancestral, so like things just kind of were going badly.
All right, we need Walking Ballista.
Ballista would be nice. Lingering Souls would be pretty nice, I think.
Yeah. We got some draws. Oh,
jeez. I haven't seen that one in a bit.
7/7 too. Not that we would have used it, but I guess we're just cycling.
Yeah.
We have dig through time, so I probably want double blue. Although in the snuff out I can just cast. Do I have to exile something?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Do I have any other legends in my deck? Well, I guess they could have legends, but I'm just trying to think about what I should be
using to pay for this.
Yeah. We used our Tide Hollow Scholar. Okay, let's just.
Yeah, Snuff Out's free.
Yeah, Snuff Out's free. Okay. Dig through time.
It's going to trigger their Fairy Mastermind, but I think you're just dead anyway. Yeah.
All right.
Well, I don't know that we're beating that Lurrus or the Murktide either way, though. Obviously, the Lurrus would have been nice if it survived.
Yeah. Maybe Hallowblade's okay.
Yeah, I don't know. You could maybe put in Deep Root Wayfinder over Cathar Commando just because they have like one Fire Ice and like Spellseeker and stuff.
I didn't really see that many targets for this either.
Yeah.
So this is just a bigger thing, and then
that seems reasonable.
Run it. Okay. Oh wait. Yeah. Okay. Let's go.
Seal removal is kind of good against Region.
It is. Yeah. Especially if we can keep that Lurrus in check. Containment Priest might also not be great.
Yeah. It's got Flash.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, I guess we should have played out that Lurrus, and that would have changed it. I don't know if we're beating a giant Murktide, but we certainly would have been in the game. Like we have what? Snuff Out, Absent, Path to Exile.
They addressed the path already.
Yeah.
I think Sealer removal and Mystic Confluence just bouncing it would have at least bought you a bunch of time.
That's true. But we didn't have any way to draw into it. Like we didn't have like ways to cycle. Oh, we had the Soul Guide Lantern. I guess we could have cast that. All right. I mean, we would have mulliganed the one lander anyways. So.
Yeah, there's no one land that you would have kept there, but that's pretty good mulligan. Yeah, you might put Breeding Bowl back.
Yeah, I'm not. I actually don't want to take that much damage here. I think.
You can also just fetch Breeding Pool with Flood Strain if you ever want to.
Yeah.
Okay, duress us now.
Yes. Please duress us.
Duress us. And draw Embereth Shieldbreaker. Oh, just curve out.
I know we are going off.
Well, they have to play a spell now, or you get a 3/3.
Yeah. No, this is a great Selesnya beatdown start.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen any sweepers or anything from them. Next turn, you get to put Lurrus in the hand. And oh, man, are they going to him you in turn 2?
It could be. No, Baleful Strix.
Sure.
Okay.
What you can do is put Lurrus in hand, then your thing just flips.
Yep.
But I think attacking with Tidehall is probably still free, right?
You mean Thraben Inspector?
Or, that's what I meant, Thraben,
yeah. Yeah. And we can get it back with the Lurrus. Although here's my question. Like, that does leave us vulnerable to him to Turok. So I'm just wondering if we should even put it into our hands or just like wait till we get to 6 mana, or maybe, but then they can just kill it.
I would just play it. I would just put it in him. I don't think you could play that scared.
All right. Then blue, white, green, black. Okay.
Also, you had 2 cards in hand last turn. I feel like if they had him, they would have just hemmed your last 2 cards. I don't know. It's kind of a little
that's fair.
Oh, now you drew Mystic Confluence. Perfect. Just hit. You can just hit for 4 and pass.
I like it.
Or no, it's just 4. I mean, I think if you hadn't drawn Confluence, this would have been awkward. It's like, do we play this Lurrus into a counterspell?
Right.
You drew a 5-mana instant, so I think you're just pretty happy just going super cryptic if they try to play something here.
Right, and then we can still just crack our clue here too.
In Liberator's liberating your left field pretty rapidly.
Sure.
What if you drew like a Cathar Command? Or I guess you said not Cathar Command. Malcolm. Malcolm would be a nice draw here.
What if I drew a Malcolm? Yeah. That would be nice. You think they have a counterspell?
Yeah. I'm gonna say yes.
All right, it's okay. For a turn.
And you have Path up now too?
Yep, we got Path and Confluence up. Don't care about any creatures. Okay, Urtai?
I mean, what does that do?
I guess it kills this.
Can you draw a card?
It kills this, I draw a card, and then I can play Lurrus and then, I guess, replay it? I mean, I can... yeah, and I can crack the clue.
I think I would let this happen.
Okay.
I don't know. Is it counter draw two? Is the alternative?
Yeah. We're still drawing one here. Oops.
Would have been nice to draw Caracas there.
It would have been. I agree.
Yeah, this looks pretty nice. I mean, look, if they kill your Lurrus, they kill your Lurrus. There's just not really any situation with this configuration of the deck where that doesn't get to happen if they have like multiple ways to kill your thing. So
right.
You got a nice 2-for-1 off Lurrus. I think that's really a 2-for-0. I mean, you could path your Lurrus
and just keep up Mystic Confluence. Yeah, because they get to untap, and then it's going to be kind of awkward. I don't think we're going to be able to bounce, right?
Yeah. I guess it makes sense why they killed out with Liberator.
Yep. We still have a basic. We have one basic.
Nice.
Hey, Thraben Inspector can still get in there.
Yeah, no, it definitely can. And you're still up a decent amount on cards. I think I would have waited on cracking it.
Yeah, I was just thinking maybe if I found like a hand disruption spell, but I guess it's still probably better to keep up Mystic Confluence.
Yeah, I mean, because you had a Confluence plus Demon Priest kind of rolled up to play. But if you had found Caracas, you could also have built Lurrus with Urtai with Caracas if you wanted to. I don't even know that you would do that.
Yeah. I mean, it does cost 4 mana, I guess. Just animate dead Urtai. Although then I won't be able to do both. Okay, I think we let that happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, we have a juicy Mystic Confluence target, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. Also, Containment Priest does stop that thing.
Oh, sure, yeah. It does actually counter it, yeah.
But obviously, you don't really want to count on that.
Do we have a target now for this Wooded Foothills?
I don't think so. No, you don't.
We might have gotten all of our lands.
Just like the Confluence Dazed if you were to cast it there.
Yeah, I guess.
Dude, it's one of the number one bad habits good players have is like playing their land as the last thing to do. It's so funny.
It's like the opposite of kind of what. Okay, I think this is.
Yeah, you gotta fire it off.
Yeah. It's kind of the habit that you grow playing competitive Magic, but like when Daze is not in the format. Don't pierce me.
Yeah, I mean, it's a straightforward card, but you're still hitting him down to 10 here. You're drawing 2 yourself.
Ay.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
That is not ideal. This is lots of mana. Okay. We get to surveil here into the nuts. What is this? Oh, it's over here. Why is it over? Okay. Then you may return a land from your graveyard to. So we put this in the graveyard.
Yeah, I would imagine you don't want to draw that.
And then use the ability. And then I don't know. I don't know if we have a land. And then Brawler. I don't think we can really afford to play around Wrath type effects.
Laser Verge, probably, yeah.
Yep. All right.
This all looks fun.
Obviously,
it's not.
This is our board. They recalled and they have 6 cards in hand, and we're playing against a control deck.
Okay, good. That's like a good start. You actually 2 for 1, 0 for 1 then.
Yeah.
These cards are literal 0.
Yep. Do your worst, opponent. It will likely be pretty bad. Oh, that's pretty bad.
All right, time to just draw a removal spell. You can brawl. Not ideal.
Yep.
Basically, both games they ancestraled, and you in a game where you did a bunch of trading of cards.
Yep.
And even though you got like good value on Lurrus and good value on Mystic Confluence, you've also drawn 12 lands or something.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Batterskull True Name.
Yeah, that looks like it's about it.
I think we're dead.
Yeah, you have more heart than I do if you want to keep playing this game.
All right. Let's try to salvage. Let's go for the 2-1. I mean, our opponent didn't have a bad deck. It was just like a Grixis control deck, and
no, it was actually one of your worst matchups, which is their deck looked like it would be pretty bad against any really fast deck. We didn't see a lot of ways they had to catch up besides maybe Damnation.
Yeah.
But your deck wasn't fast enough to punish them for that, and their deck was better at controlling with like Damnation, Urtai, Ancestral Recall, Spellseeker, Hymn to Turok. They had more control. So it's kind of like a case of they're like slightly bigger than you, and they're just generally not the place you want to be.
Yeah. I think the only thing was just game 1, that one decision on whether or not we should have run out the Lurrus.
Could have definitely won the game if Lurrus was just in play.
Yeah. That interaction with Lurrus Caracas is just so strong, but still liking our chances here. Hopefully we can go for the 2-1. Yeah. All right, round number 3. Let's put the Lurrus in our hand, like always. Pop it out, and not ideal.
No, this hand's very close to being good, but we're not in keepable mode.
Yeah, if we just had just a green land, and this hand would have been perfect. All right. We will certainly keep this hand, and
Thank God for
Bottom.
Celestial Sanctuary. Just get that Razor Bridge out of here.
Oh, yeah. I've never met somebody so excited about the card Selesnya Sanctuary.
You got to play your Breeding Pool too, so you can play your 1-drop if you draw it on turn 2.
There you go. Oh no, that was a mistake. Damn it. You literally even said it. Well, no. Well, the thing is, I was just thinking I'm going to play a 2-drop next turn, but
Yeah, I mean, you most likely are.
yeah. But I still should have just played out the breeding pool.
I think Voidwalker's pretty good. Let's draw a Portable Hole here.
Yikes. Why? Why am I punished for my badness? Okay.
Play the Liberator, it's fine. But playing Halfling Bounce would have been kind of nice.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Good, because next turn you can still go like Lighted Halfling, Breeding Pool, play Containment Priest or whatever.
Yeah.
It works out all right.
Liliana. Okay.
That's annoying.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Pitch the breeding pool?
Card?
What's that?
That's weird. Yeah, I mean, I guess so.
Although I guess it's awkward. We have to like main phase Containment Priest.
Yeah, we'll see.
Wait, why didn't they kill this? I'm just gonna.
I know they really wanted to get the Ashen Rider into the graveyard, but they just be able to do that next turn.
Ah, I see. Oh, we didn't have a black source, so that didn't matter. Well, because they have that, I mean, I definitely want to run this out, right?
Yeah.
Because I want to play the Sanctuary.
Kind of awkward this turn.
Yeah, because I want to do it in response to the reanimation spell, right?
Yeah.
But.
And you don't even get to flip the Liberator.
Yeah.
Though you probably were sacking it anyway.
I mean, it can't be correct to just not play my land this turn, right?
I don't think so. I think you got to just make the
just Containment Priest land. Yeah. All right.
Do you think it mattered that the Breeding Pool in turn 1?
Yes, it really mattered. I had one job.
Well, it did throw away Liliana. So
yeah.
There is that. Oh,
okay.
Well, you would have played the Containment Priest now anyway.
Yeah.
They do have Dothy Voidwalker to use with your Mystic Confluence, but what are you going to do?
Right. They can just play that. And I can't even... Ooh. I can just kill it now.
Get that Voidwalker out of here, man.
Yeah. Let's attack first.
Yeah.
Hopefully they don't... Is there a creature they can flash in?
To do what?
I don't know, like block my Containment Priest?
I don't think so for that amount of mana. Dothy Voidwalker, every time it's in play, it feels like it was losing so badly.
Yeah, I mean, if you just hit something ginormous, like with Hand Disruption, it's such a blowout.
It's also annoying because they just made your Lurrus worse.
Yeah. Also true.
I mean, your hand's not that good. Oh,
okay.
Well, Containment Priest is kind of...
They got to kill that still, right?
Oh, now you can play Halfling and Malcolm. I don't think I'd put Lurrus in the hand yet.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you hadn't drawn Malcolm, you would have. But like at this point, there's nothing to get back, so it's kind of safe. I'd like it against black decks that hang out in Companion Zone.
Sure. All right. So our opponent has Sneak Attack in play. We do have the Containment Priest.
Can't attack until a Restless Winds, unfortunately.
Yeah. I guess they can do that to Rummage. Exploration.
Well, that's just very little here. They're not even playing one land.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Now,
wow,
and we can attack them too, because they played the Exploration.
Yeah. Wow. What an attack.
I guess we keep the Halfling back. I could play Lurrus, but it's an empty board. No, I can't play Lurrus. This land comes into play tapped.
But if you draw an untapped land, you get to.
That's true.
Yeah, I think this is probably good. Or if you just draw like a 2-drop or something. Oh, you can play Lurrus now.
All right, let's tap this for the right mana, even though they're not playing a counterspell deck. Build good habits.
It's so sick if they had forcible blue card. Honestly, I would pay so much money for that to be the case.
That would be so insane. And they're like reanimator. Exploration, sneak attack, they just force of will blue card.
So you have kind of an interesting play now. Well, I was going to say you could attack with everything, and if the Vents blocks Containment Priest, you can replay it with Lurrus. And if they trade with Lurrus, maybe that's okay. But obviously, I would say Containment Priest just completely dumpstered them that game.
Yeah, Containment Priest was absolutely incredible. We're on the draw. Are we wayfaring again?
If you had something you wanted to take out, but you don't want to take out Soul Guide Lantern or any of the disenchants, you could take out Snuff Out. We didn't see a single Snuff Out target from them.
It's like Ashen Rider.
You can't even snuff that out.
Yeah. All right. Let's gun it.
One other thing you can do with Lurrus decks sometimes is you can not companion in games 2 and 3. The reason you would do that is if you had let's say you had Solitude and like another good card against a deck that's really fast, where you're just not they're even playing a deck where I don't know how often putting Lurrus into your hand from Companion Zone is even going to be that good because they're just so much faster than that. But it's probably not worth putting in so much.
Yeah. I kind of know that's kind of where you were headed, but yeah. I mean, Lurrus, I guess because there was a Dothy thing in play, but I mean, certainly that game with the Liliana, we could have had a game where the Lurrus was going to do something.
I still think we should have lost that game to that Liliana. They really got a little too eager to get there.
This hand is so awkward. I don't think we can keep this.
Wow, Celestia Sanctuary being awesome once again.
Is it? We're just going to go Sanctuary, bounce, discard.
So much worse than the plans. I mean, you can mulligan the hand.
Yeah.
You're allowed to do that.
I will.
It's annoying because Portable Hole and Sculler are both cards I think you're pretty happy with in your opening hand. Darkman will sneak attack.
Right. But it's just the Sanctuary is just kind of... We can play the Lurrus too. I mean, so like this would be a great 5-card hand.
Yes. It kind of is because you can't cast these loop.
Yeah, so then I'm just thinking, like, given that we know that Containment Priest is so good, I think we can probably do better. But again, Scholar is also a very good card in this matchup. And the thing is, I just don't have like a play. Like, I can't put any creatures in play for like 3 turns.
Yeah, this hand is just too slow.
Yeah.
The bounce lines are interesting. I don't have them in my cube right now. I don't think they're quite good enough, but they do lead to some interesting gameplay. I will say that.
So this is how it ends. All right.
I mean, this is a good hand.
Yep. So put this on the bottom.
Yeah, that's the easy one.
Yeah. We can put. So these give us all the colors we need. So do we just bottom Seal of Removal?
It's tough because I think Seal of Removal is probably good against them.
Is it, or do they have just a bunch of ETB stuff? Like, all we saw was an Ashen Rider and Sneak Attack.
Yeah. I mean, you can put Seal back. That's probably what you're supposed to put back here, yeah.
And they're going to duress us. No! Thoughtseize is so good, Luis.
Thoughtseize is really good.
Do you take Thoughtseize over Force of Will?
Yeah, Thoughtseize is quite a bit better.
Okay, just making sure.
I mean, obviously, once you have a bunch of cards, it could vary. I think Force of Will is an excellent card. I think Thoughtseize is, I don't know, second black card, maybe third.
Thoughtseize? What's Orcish Bowmasters is clearly number 1, right? And then like maybe
Correct.
Shieldred?
I think Demonic Tutor is actually better than Shieldred.
Sure.
Again, it kind of depends.
Right.
Once you have cards, like, it can change things.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I mean, if they're reanimating a turn 2 Ash, turn on Thoughtseize, turn 2 Ash Rider.
That's a start.
Not a lot of 7 cards.
They're even mulliganing. I mean, they're even mulliganing. They have an exploration here. All right, well, let's preordain and...
I mean, if you find Unexpectedly Absent, could be good. Lingering Souls blocks that thing for kind of a long time.
Is it when it dies or when it gets exiled? I think I'm just I'm just looking for the Unexpectedly here.
Yeah, you have Path also.
Yep. Just gotta find the exile removal spells, but yes,
I think I would have kept that. Lingering
the
Souls.
lingering souls. Mm.
It buys you like 4 turns against that thing. And I mean, obviously they might have follow up, but I'm going to assume they don't have like tons of follow up.
Right.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, you could win the race against them. Yeah, Lingering Souls would have been nice, but like still casting Brawler plus Inspector next turn, they can't really attack you.
They're at 6 life.
Yeah, you have 5 power in play. And they don't really know, or 4 power, I guess you don't have a blue. They don't know whether if you played a blue red mold, they would just die.
Yeah. I assume this kills me.
I would bet against it killing you, but it's probably going to make your life pretty hard. Just because I don't know how they could kill you from here, but what they could probably do is at least kill your Brawler or like a decent creature to play.
Right. Just some random removal spell, Bitter Triumph or something.
Fire blasted you or something.
If they fire blasted me.
Fiery Confluence is real. They could be tutoring for their 4th land for Fiery Confluence.
Fiery Confluence would be sick. Yeah, that's just a good card you play in every red. Yeah, I mean that card can lead to some of the biggest blowouts.
Well, the sick part is kill all creatures, kill all artifacts, deal 6 to your opponent are all such strong cards in the right situation. So you combine them all on the card, it becomes.
Yeah.
Obviously, it doesn't always kill all creatures or whatever, but it does a pretty good job.
All right. Maybe they just like got the wrong thing.
So the main reason, by the way, on the Lingering Souls thing is I feel like Lingering Souls gets you at least 2 draw steps, maybe more. So it's kind of worth doing.
Okay.
Ooh. Fiery Pitching Wheel of Fortune.
So that just kills the Brawler.
Well, they could kill. Yeah, they couldn't kill the Raven. All right, let's see. You get 2 draw steps.
Absent or Path to Exile. All right, Path to Exile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Well, hopefully you don't turn to Ash Rider you next game, or you mold a 5. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So that happened. You did mention the just play Lurrus and bring in Solitude potentially as a line, but we're on the play. I think we might have enough here.
Yeah, maybe you want Deeper Away from her. I don't know.
Oh, just for some value?
Just another beater on the play.
What would you take out?
It's possible that dig through time is not really.
Yeah. I agree with you there.
Look, Dig's not one of your best cards. I think it is a card worth playing in this deck, but I don't think you need to. It's fine to sideboard it out. Oh, nice.
Wow.
You've probably drawn the Mox too. This is a nice Mox hand.
All right, Godless Shrine Mox, go.
Love it.
Okay, some hope here, folks. Yeah, and
I mean, turn 1 Malcolm with Remand Up and Caracas, pretty nice.
Yeah. Would you lead with Caracas?
Yeah, I think I would.
Okay.
So the main reason is if you draw a green 1-drop on turn 2, you want to be able to play it and leave Caracas up, and it still lets you cast Sculler on turn 2. So I think it's a little better to do that. You're also never going to discard Malcolm.
That's true.
Okay, well, their draw's already slower. You play with the Mox. Oh, Dark Commando lets you leave up Remand and Commando.
Playing tempo here, folks.
Noble Hire. Oh, I don't. You can bend the gauntlet.
Yeah.
I would just play Flooded Strand, I think.
Okay.
Because look, you want to play one of these white 2-drops, and then might as well just leave up Caracas. I think it's worth not putting a tap breeding pool to play. Well, there we go.
Caracas, good magic card.
Malcolm is just a busted card, and now you can go get the Cheon and play Malcolm again.
What was that?
You can just fetch and play Malcolm.
Yeah. Something. My head's. Yeah. Oh, they got us.
We got you.
They got us.
I think you're pretty happy with that exchange. Oh, now
Yeah.
you get to play an elf too. This is all working out. It's all coming up Cheon here. I mean, this is the kind of game. The Mox makes it almost single-handedly that having Lurrus as a companion is just awesome.
Yeah. Nope. All right.
I just like leaving up Caracas here, and I kind of like not playing Containment Priest as long as you can.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to play the thing that deals more damage
Like
anyways,
the reason
right?
I like playing Elf is that I don't even think you want to play Containment Priest here.
No, I agree with you. Are we interested in just putting the Lurrus in our hand just because it uses our mana so well? We can also just go Thraben Inspector.
I like putting
Pass?
Lurrus in the hand because you can remand a hand disruption spell. A Thoughtseize would still get you pretty good,
Right. Yeah.
but doesn't it kind of feel like if they had Thoughtseize, they would have cast it already?
Yeah, most likely. This might be like a vamp or something.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect mana type. A plus.
Yeah, thank you. My hands are shaking while I'm tapping on my lands.
Now I might. No, I still actually probably wouldn't play the Containment Priest. Huh.
Oh, you just consider it just for damage.
Damnation is already going to be kind of annoying, even with Caracas. But,
Yeah.
oh, you know, one thing that's annoying here, if you don't remand, you don't have a way to play Lurrus and leave up Caracas yet. So you're probably going to want to wait on that.
Sure. All right, so we're just chilling. We can attack, and then we're happy with this trade too, right? So
You're overjoyed.
overjoyed. All right, they have a bunch of mana up. I'm not running out this containment. Ooh.
Not bad. We were hoping to draw Celestia Sanctuary, but this was okay.
Celestia Sanctuary.
It would be so
I would have
good.
taken an untapped white source, all right? Not a untapped white source would have been better than Celestia Sanctuary.
Celestia Sanctuary would be so good right
Oh
now.
my gosh. All right. Anyways.
Yeah, and I wouldn't crack the code, sadly.
Yeah. Because this gives us priest plus remand.
Yeah.
So if they play sneak attack, you're still remanding it, right?
Oh, yeah. I struggle to think of a 4-mana spell I wouldn't remand in this spot.
What about a 5-mana spell?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of annoying to play and remand nicely with this,
Yeah.
but it's still good to do.
Yeah, but this forces them to exile, and it doesn't put it into play. They were hard casting it, so.
Yeah, unfortunately, Containment Priest doesn't stop it.
Yeah, so we're gonna lose
What they do?
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, they exiled the exact same card.
So now the question is it time to run out Containment Priest? It might be time just to crack. I don't know. They're 8. If you play Containment Priest, you get them to 6. Seems kind of tempting.
Yeah, I mean they have a firebolt, so if they use their
they do
turn to
have a
fire, yeah, if they use the firebolt to kill it, I'm gonna need to make sure that I can follow this containment priest up with enough damage to kill them. Hopefully, but I do have Caracas Path to Exile.
Yeah, it seems like you have enough security here, and then if you draw land, like any white or black land lets you go Lurrus plus Llanowar Elf and leave up Caracas.
Yeah. All right.
It feels like it's the time to run it out. No, that's not the worst either. Oh, the other thing is if they tap out to Firebolt, you just go Lurrus, replay Containment Priest.
Oh yeah. So then I definitely want to preordain here, right?
Yeah, you got to Preordain. Preordain into land Ballista could be decent. Wow, what bad lands.
They are bad lands.
I mean, you definitely don't want Razor.
What's? Yeah. The question, I guess you don't play the Lurrus.
What you could do is you could keep Razor version, just play it tapped and pass.
Ugh, that
Or you
feels
could
so
play
rough.
Ballista for 1. Or you could keep the Forest and play Ballista for 2.
I can keep Force play Ballista for 2. I could also go Lurrus Elvish Mystic.
But then you just get Damnation to Oblivion. That
Yeah.
seems-
Did they have Damnation? But
Yeah.
that was the last opponent. But
Oh. You're right.
I just want to put. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of Ballista.
Yeah, Forest Ballista for 2. Like it's pretty hard to
But
imagine.
then I can't. But then I can't go Lurrus Containment Priest, right? So I can just.
Well, you'll have one draw step for that, but the thing is, they can't Firebolt Containment Priest. They just die to Ballista.
They take 2, 3. Yeah, you're correct. Yeah, Ballista seems good here, actually.
Yeah, it just puts lethal on board, which seems good, even though forest is obviously the worst of all the colors you could have.
Right.
I guess the island is actually about as bad as forest.
So now that
Ballista
they,
just doesn't like that.
yeah, so now they have to, if they go with the firebolt plan, they have to ballista.
Okay.
Okay,
well,
sure.
You couldn't stop them from taking Lurrus.
Yeah.
Weapon.
All right. Well, so now they need to kill the priest.
They have to kill the ballista or they just die.
Yeah. Yes.
They couldn't kill either, maybe. All right, that was sick. I mean, let's say two. Like, if there was a team draft and you had 2-1 with that deck, I'd be pretty happy. Like, I think 2-1 is about what this deck can expect.
Right. Just because it was kind of missing, maybe a thought seize. It was missing a little bit of like that really strong early interaction, and the mana wasn't perfect. Right.
I think the mana was pretty good. Like you had some.
Celestia Sanctuary.
I think that if this deck had one like Thoughtseize Duress Mana Leak type card, I would have felt a lot better. And one Inmate Dead Unearthed Siblings Reclamation type.
Yeah.
But very close to what I'm looking for in a Lurrus deck, and definitely a sweet deck overall.
Yeah, no. Finish with a 2-1. So still have a pretty good record with LSV helping us. One of these days, I'd like to be able to draft some of those sweet Storm decks that I always see you post. One day. All right, well, there you have it, folks. 2-1. Thank you, Luis, so much for joining again and helping me out with the draft and staying through the whole process. I think people got a lot out of just hearing you and your insights. Obviously, if you're watching this channel, you're also probably following Luis's channel. Definitely make sure you check that out. And again, thank you all so much for watching. If you do enjoy this content, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. Thank you, Luis. Goodbye.